Tonight on The Bach Boys, after a series of shocking allegations, the boys are forced to cut ties with a proud, long-standing sponsor. They also discuss the episode. It all starts right now. Welcome to The Bach Boys. We are boys who love The Bach.
You're so silly.
I know. Well, it's fun. To be very candid with the Bach Boys Nation, it's an especially silly night in the studio.
Takes worth of silly.
Who are you?
I'm Ryan S. You interrupted me.
I know, but I figured we'd keep it going. I'm
Who are
Casey
you?
S. I'm
Okay.
Casey
I'm
S.
Alex
Come
F.
on.
And we are the Bach Boys.
We are.
We're chaotic without Jake.
We're just silly like Mike. Oh, wait. He's gone.
I know. That's kind of the thing. I'm trying to be extra silly on behalf of Mike,
Goodbye.
who is no longer with us. R.I.P.
R.I.P. And that's that.
And
That's
we don't
all I
have
have
to
to
talk
say
about
about
him
that.
again.
So we're
Hey,
gonna
man, I like Mike.
So we're moving on past Mike, and we're going to skip Jed.
For now.
We'll continue to skip Jed for now. We'll hopefully get to Jed at the end of this episode. But of course, it's the Bachelor Nation. It's the Bach Boys Bachelor Power. The Bach Boys Bachelor Report.
Batch.
Top 10, top 5, bottom 5.
Who are your sleepers?
Bachelors.
Who are you reaching?
Bach Boys Nation, you're dedicated fans. You already know what it is. It's the Bach Boys Bachelor Report Power Rankings
The
system.
format.
Stroke
baby.
edition.
That's what we're doing this season, and it's tough to keep up because we changed so much. We're like the Archer of podcasts.
You've said that before. You'll say it again. It's true.
I love to say it.
Yeah, it's your
We have
best
the
phrase.
decision-making capabilities of Blake.
Yes, in that we're loose cannons, and you never know what we're going to blindly commit to
That's true.
transparently.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to see who you boys pick tonight for your tops and bottoms because I don't think we're going to be that united. I think we'll have a lot of good things to talk about.
No, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's going to be an interesting debate tonight.
You say that too, that and Archer?
Yeah. I said it's going to be an interesting debate a lot tonight, off camera, candidly.
And you'll
Bach
say it
Boys
again.
Nation.
All right.
For all you audio listeners.
Should we hit the bottom or the top first?
I say we start with the bottom, right? Like the 5 through 3 on the bottom, right?
Last episode, we ended with our bottoms because our top was so agreed upon.
Okay.
I feel like I'd like to start at the top.
That's fine.
I think the bottoms are going to be more unified than we realize.
Can I kick off my honorable mensch
For top?
for tops?
Okay.
Yeah, because I have an honorable mention as well.
I have an honorable mention as well.
I wonder if
Let's
this
start off
may
with
be
him.
where we're unified. Here's what I got, and it was honestly, I had a tough time not putting this at number 1 overall, like totally best thing that's happened this week, the most powerful thing in the show. But because it's of some weird intangibility, my honorable mensch is the montage that ABC put together for
The
Matt
editors,
Donald
yeah.
getting his kiss, which was freaking hilarious. The football shot and like all the crowds going wild. It was so great.
I was going to rank the editors in my top 5 as a joke, but frankly, it was tough to get a spot there. I couldn't meme. And
It
they
was awesome, though. It was the best part of the episode. It was
Well,
hilarious.
and you got Bukowski being not Gerard Butler. They're always
Yeah.
playing with his little lower
Mhm.
third guy.
Bachelor Nation Elder.
Bachelor Nation Elder, Bachelor recurring character. They really roast Bukowski.
Yeah.
Who's-
So big shout out for me
Big
to
shout
the editors, to the crew, everyone who's
Keeping it
working hard.
stanky.
Have they won
Keeping it
awards?
memey.
Because if you ask me, they should have won awards.
I highly doubt they've won any awards.
They won my heart, and that's worth more than any Emmy.
Your heart's worth an Emmy in gold.
Yes, my heart is made of
How
gold.
much?
Ever
How
since
much for
the
your heart?
schmelting accident.
Give me your heart. How much?
More than you can afford.
Let's take that heart out.
Come on, Bach Boys
Hey,
Nation.
hey, don't. Come on, marry
You know you
mother-in-law.
want to see
Come
that.
on.
Marry your mother-in-law.
Marry
Don't.
your mother-in-law.
Teacher's pet. Anyways.
We like that show.
Who's your honorable mensch?
My honorable mensch was my number 1 from last week, Dylan. I can't rank Dylan high because
I didn't rank him either.
But just because I think it's all going to come crashing down. I hope to God it's going to come
I don't
crashing
even think
down
it
because I
does.
hate Dylan.
Dylan's my number 5 because I think we have to put him in the top 5 because
He's winning.
He is winning.
He's winning.
But because I hate him, he's only number 5 for me, and it
Well-
was tough to even put him there.
Should we get into it, or do you want to say your honorable mention?
Well,
first?
I'm throwing him out there because you're mentioning him. He was my 5, so I'm lobbying him for him to be in there. But let's hear it. Let's hear
He's
it out.
worth a mensch.
Yeah.
Honorable mensch, Haley. You know, she didn't have a good time, but I think she treated the JPJ betrayal well and handled herself well, and I think came off better than she has in past
I
seasons.
guess, but her lack of love for me keeps her out, which is
That's
why she's a good
mensch.
mensch. That's why she's a good mensch.
I couldn't put her in the top 5, but she's a mensch.
Listen, look,
You
she's a good
know-
mensch.
You gotta give her a mensch. You know, I am a Ferguson ride or die.
You are a Ferguson.
I'm a Ferguson through and through. In
T.
the
By
Ferguson.
blood.
You're T. Ferguson.
I am, and I got nothing but love for her, but I can't rank her. She's my bottom 5, man.
Wow.
She's done so poorly in Paradise, and now she's stuck with Luke S. Why'd you pick Luke S. out of nowhere?
I think that was just someone.
I think, I don't know what was going on there, but we'll get to the bottoms. Hold your bottoms.
I just got to get it out.
Hold your
there.
bottoms together.
I can't. They're ripping apart my bottoms.
Yeah, keep your bottoms on.
I'll try. All right, top 5.
Well, you know where I stand. My
Dill.
5 is Dill.
Which, fair. He's done well. Statistically, in Paradise, he's playing well. He's winning the game. Alex F.,
I'm okay with that.
who's your 5?
Bukowski.
See, I've
got him
Bukowski a
higher.
little higher.
I got him higher.
Okay. So then, is Dylan's not in your top
Is
5?
Dylan in
No.
your top? No.
You know who my number 5 is?
Who?
I got to give it to Dean. Dean swoops in. Here for love. He's here with a purpose. He's here for one person.
No, he's here to leave Paradise.
Yeah.
He's here because he feels it in his heart. He needs her by his side.
He's there because he needs to come out looking like a good guy so
He
that he
shaved.
can continue to date.
He does look like a good guy without a mustache.
I think he went there knowing full well that it's a win-win for him, and that 1, he doesn't actually believe she'll leave with him, and 2, if she does, like, he just looks like a hero, and like it doesn't really matter if he keeps it going.
He's been to San Diego and back, which, come to think of it, aren't that far.
Not at all.
From the island of Mexico.
It's just one quick ferry ride.
You're just not going to give me Dean at all.
I think we could. I like Dean. I mean,
You respect the choice.
I respect it. I think he's middle of the pack for me because it was not.
I just don't think he's
noteworthy.
ranked because I don't think he's staying. He's eliminated himself. He's coming
This-
Yeah,
in.
he's not
Weak.
doing well at Paradise. He's
This
doing
week?
well. He's doing well at Love, but that's different. We know that.
Fine. You're right.
Dylan's winning Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan is winning Paradise. But unfortunately, there's other people doing
Dylan
well.
5?
Fine. So Dylan 5? What?
Dylan 5. Let's do it.
Dylan
All right.
5.
Let's talk about the 4s. Who do you got at 4, Ryan?
I got to give it to my girl Angela. She's come in and she's swept Paradise
Ooh.
off its feet. And she's, she's coming to healthy terms with Clay. She's dated like 2 different guys.
Here's my issue with that though. Her conversation with Clay, which we'll get to Clay's side of it because that's a whole other can of worms, but her side of it was not that great. Her conversation with Clay on tonight's episode, like
Her side of it was fine.
they were just she was
Clay
just
was the weird one.
the gym stuff was strange.
that
just
was
everything.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Everything was strange.
you go to the. Well, yeah.
I was siding with her the entire time.
Well, everyone is because
Yeah.
Clay's hard to root for because he doesn't spin a good argument because he has trouble spinning any thoughts
He's
together.
got no backbone or like brain.
He has tons of
He has no
backbones.
brainstem.
They're all
It's
just
rotted
displaced.
from the CTE.
Wait, Turns telling your joke.
You go
They're all
first.
football jokes. I said he's got no backbone or brainstem because it's all degrading from CTE.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I said he has a backbone, but it's all fractured and displaced.
Oh, great! I'm glad.
America's
that we,
sport.
I'm glad that
Can't
we got
wait
to
for
hear those.
fantasy.
I have 2
season.
fantasy teams.
Anyways, yeah. Where do you think the inspiration for our top 5, bottom 5 came? I was just feeling the football rankings. Anyways, my number 4, Devin. I throw her in there right like I do with Bukowski because she's doing.
Devin
What's her name?
Bree.
No,
Who?
girl Bukowski's with. What's her name?
Katie?
Katie. Oh, no, Devin was the other girl who was kind of like Katie.
Devin.
Who?
There's never been a
hell is
Devin.
Devin?
Is there never a
I
girl
don't
named
think there's
Devin?
ever been a Devin in the history of The Bachelor.
On my list, I have a Devin. Look, Devin. Well, it's Katie, and I like Katie a lot, despite not knowing who she is.
That's amazing.
This is Devin. Who's that?
Oh yeah,
From what season?
I don't know.
She wasn't even on Paradise.
I don't know why
No.
I went there.
We found
It's
some
been a
woman
long
named
day.
Devin. She might not even have been on the U.S. Bachelor.
I mean, Katie. She's doing great. Let's talk about her as she is. She's doing great. She accepted Chris's sex invite to the fantasy love
to the boom boom
to the
room.
boom boom
Yeah,
love
what the
room.
heck is that? Can they just say that on TV?
That's the Smash Palace. That's the Sky Lounge. That's the.
Yeah, it's a sky lounge.
I
If you want
don't-
to be classy.
Yeah.
You know me. I don't rank Katie that high because I just I don't think she's in this for the right reasons. I think she's just saying yes. I think Bukowski feels
Isn't
feelings.
Paradise just
Vehemently
saying
disagree.
yes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Every single week this season, I've had one comment where you say something, and I say, "Isn't Paradise just what you said?"
Isn't life just a collection of yeses and nos with the occasional maybe?
No.
maybe.
Oh, okay.
Life is a series of ongoing no's after no after no
Mhm.
until you finally find the one woman to say yes.
Say sure.
My God.
And then years later, say never mind. and,
And say the kids
Give
coming
me
with
half.
me.
all the things.
We're jaded
Yeah.
already.
Here's life in a nutshell.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Yes, never mind, half. As we
And the
just
yes is
recapped
like
it.
not even a full blown yes. It's like a
It's I do.
sure,
It's I do.
fine.
Yeah, it's like a resigned yes. Like
I've exhausted all of my options, so sure.
like a beaten horse that you finally got to water, and it's like, well, what's the point of drinking? But I guess.
Is beaten usually part of the expression? Like,
Who's getting beaten
the
here?
beaten horse.
Well, it was meant to
What did you
heighten
do
the
to this
expression.
horse?
I didn't do anything.
You have a very healthy marriage, do you?
Listen, the horse is not representational of my marriage. I'll have you know.
Actually,
Lack
it is.
thereof.
Both are fictitious.
Got him.
Swoops.
True.
Thank you.
And that ends that.
I have Katie at my 4 as well.
Really?
Devin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean Devin?
You have Katie at 4?
Yeah.
Oh, we're very unified. That's
Really?
That's hot.
I wanted to rank her much lower. I wanted to put her bottom 5 because I just don't
No.
trust her.
Why?
I don't trust
Why
her.
do you not just put her right with Bukowski?
Because he can't just keep. Bukowski's number 2 to me.
That's not my number 2.
It's not my number 2. He's my number 3.
It's my number 5.
Let's decide on our 4. What are the options again? We got-
Elephant in the room. Is John Paul Jones around your top 5s?
Not at all. Not even one bit.
Yeah. He's had a poor performance 2 weeks in a row,
I guess it's worth talking about.
which, unfortunately drags him all the way down to number 3 for me.
I
Is
know,
this just a
it's-
meme for you guys?
Yes!
Like,
Clearly.
I mean, look, I just want
John
to
Paul
clarify.
Jones has that je ne sais quoi. It's
that je
something.
ne sais pas.
It's like you can't just say Nepal. That's what. That's
What?
you said.
Just say Nepal.
Just say Nepal.
Just say
say Nepal.
He has a certain just say Nepal.
He truly does. I mean, what are you gonna put him in the middle?
No, he's somewhere else.
You got him in the bottom.
Maybe.
You dare?
No.
I can't take him out of the top 5.
I can't. I can't.
He radiates joy.
I will not accept him in the top 5, but if you guys are gonna
Plus-
bully me out of it, that's gonna be
Plus, I think he's
I'll
onto
break your
something with
knees.
Derek. I don't trust Derek as
I
far
don't
as
trust
I can throw
Derek
him.
either.
Again, I've said this before on this show. If Derek is our gold standard of comparison, we're all gonna fall far short of our goals as human beings. Derek Peth is a shell of a soul. Derek Peth, his heart is so thin. The lining of his 4 walls in his heart is so thin from its lies and its deceit that it's ready to burst at any moment into a coronary embolism and drown him in his own sorrows within his internal bleeding. I hate you, Derek.
No, that's absolutely right. That's why the Bach Boys on tonight's podcast are starting the hashtag Bach Boys Derek Peth Death Watch because Derek Peth's heart is going to give out at any moment. I mean, you can just see him falling apart physically, emotionally, mentally, and of course cardiovascularly.
Yeah,
Mark
he
my
had
words.
to leave. I mean, he was planning on staying until he felt the walls of his heart just falling apart. He's like, "Oh, I need to leave to go get open heart surgery."
Yeah, he's been in surgery for like 14 weeks straight. Hashtag prayers for Derek.
Quadruple bypass.
Prove us wrong, Bach Boys Nation.
I like the idea of starting a prayers for Derek movement that he's fine and we're all praying over him to be okay.
Can I pray over you, Derek?
We should DM Luke Parker and see if he will pray pray over
Yeah,
Derek.
you don't pray for people, you pray over them.
You have to pray over them. That's something we learned. Praise Christ that we learned that lesson.
Yeah.
What a year for us. We become so pious.
Yeah, if someone tries to denounce you in the streets about how you're feeling, you pray right over them.
You pray right over them. If they accuse you of misogyny and call you a pig on television, you just pray over them.
If they're standing in the street protesting and you've got your car, you just pray right over them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, praise Christ. Amen, brother. So what? Katie's at 4 for you guys?
100%.
So then what's 3?
Bukowski, baby. Bukowski.
John Paul Jones.
Bukowski.
Yeah, I've got JPJ at 3.
Yep.
And this is where I got to level with you, bro. John Paul Jones. Look into my eyes. Like he looked into Tasha's. Pretend I had those big...
He's still winning, dude.
He's winning. He's
In
won
what
Tasha.
way?
Tasha.
She's not even remotely interested.
Did you see the preview for next week? They're going ham.
And she
Dude.
gave him the rose and said...
Dude, no.
Yeah.
No, Tasha is also just like a scheming, like fame person. Here's to be true to the format of our show. I will hold off my JPJ rant for when the time comes.
No.
Don't be a coward.
Yeah, what are you? Cause some kind of coward?
It's
You
2
think
to 1.
Jake's gonna defend you?
It's 2-1.
You
I can't
big
win
man
here.
with your buddy Jake.
You want me to fast forward and tell you about my bottom half? Is that what you're gonna ask me to do?
I guess, right?
No, it seems like you're very gung ho on ranking him.
I just feel like we talked about the top 5. Well, Katie's 4. What if we put Katie Bukowski package deal number 4?
Yeah.
Because look, I think we have a number 1 that we all agree on.
Demi.
Yeah,
And Christian
Demi
package
Christian.
Demi
deal.
Christian.
Same from
Yeah.
last week. They carry over, man. They're in
I'll tell you about
love.
my number 2 then.
Well,
I'll tell you all about it.
I guess we're all in agreement. Demi and Christian, they're in love.
Yeah, that's
Great.
number 1. Skit spoilers.
Yeah, there's nothing new here. They're doing great. Christian seems to be warming up, and her heart grew 4 times its size.
It really does seem
Unlike
like it did.
Derek Peth's, which is shrinking at a
Rapidly.
rapid and frightening, medically relevant way.
Yeah, hashtag prayers for Derek.
Prayers on Derek.
Honestly, he's a medically fascinating human being because
He's the
of
most
thin
aggressive
walls
baby
of
I've
his
ever seen in my
line.
life.
Yeah, he's like a mystery of science. There's a potential Nobel Peace Prize in the cure for Derek.
Hashtag pray for Derek. Hashtag pray for science.
Yeah, Steve Nobel better get on that ish.
Absolutely. The whole Nobel family, co-sponsored by the Postmates family.
Yeah, all the generous donations to Postmates have certainly yielded some sort of investment.
Yeah, after all those discount codes I got for Postmates, $10 off delivery of any food I want to my house. That's right, Postmates. Thank you to the Postmates family.
It's good for you to donate with all the charity they've given.
Thank you, Postmates.
So you should donate to us, too, at www.batchboys.net/Fahim. That's right. It's time for a surprise plug. Follow us on Instagram at The Batch Boys and Facebook.com/Batch Boys and donate. We're in the battle against Fahim. He wants money from us for a website or something. I don't know.
You know the shtick. You know the deal.
Truth be told, Batch Boys Nation, that money does go to use. We have to pay for Squarespace and the website and SoundCloud
And our donations to Postmates.
and our generous donations to the Postmates family.
If
It all
you give
goes
us
full
money,
circle.
it goes right into our Postmates donation basket.
Absolutely. It goes right into our Postmates shopping cart, as they say. And it's at our place within 30 minutes. So it's like a...
Our tax write-offs are at our place within 30 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because of our generosity. So be sure to
Our
donate.
cheesy, beefy, cheesy
Gordita.
Greasy tax write-off. Extra parm.
I can't believe I eat something called a gordita, and I think it's great.
It is.
Thanks, Postmates.
And thank you, Batch Boys Nation, for your generous donations at batchboys.net/Fahim. Follow us on Instagram. Like our stuff. It's really funny. And where were we?
Well, I got to tell you about my 2. So before you just throw JPJ in there, right where you've always had him, total meme.
Right. And I'm putting Demi and Christian at number 1.
My number 2,
It's written.
and the only reason she's not number 1 is based on her partner, is Hannah.
Same.
No.
I think
No.
Hannah,
Hannah's my number 2.
No.
Hannah
Hannah's
is
my number 2.
an acid at this point. She's in the most number 1
She's on
salt
acid
rock.
right now.
No, she's an acid.
She's been tripping out this whole time.
She's been tripping balls.
Look.
She can't even speak English. That's why they haven't had her on the episodes much.
I
Yeah,
think
she's just out of it.
look at it from this perspective. Any other season, the number one power couple in Paradise is just like whoever's like the most attractive, likable couple getting together, right? Hannah is the most attractive girl in Paradise, and Dylan is a step below her, and they've ended up together. And for that reason, she can't be number one because Dylan is trash.
No.
But
No.
for those reasons, I got her high.
For those reasons, I'm out.
Oh, she got herself high with all that acid.
Yeah, she's tripping out. You're tripping out if you think Hannah G belongs in the top 5 because guess where I got her?
She's
Bottom 5.
Yeah, what?
You are so
She's number 2
backwards.
for me as well.
Look, we've got an impasse because you have Hannah low.
You have
I have
to
JPJ low.
Why would you give Hannah? She's the one settling. Dylan should be the one you got in this slot.
Nope.
No, because she's more of an asset herself, and she's in control. She's on
She's
acid
more of
herself.
on acid.
She's just... Listen, man, she's really just out of this world right now.
I'm playing both you guys. I have JPJ and Hannah. So
I'm
seems like I'm the most
confused.
agreeable person here.
I have
You
to
just
give
have
it
to
to you
pick
because
one.
of majority rules.
Yeah, but I have to give
Who's
it to
your number
you 'cause
2?
majority rules.
My number 2 is Bukowski.
We have him on there.
Well, now, yeah, we put it in that it's a package deal. I guess that's kind of telling, though. Once the relations get serious, they become a package deal,
Yeah.
which is pretty true.
Except
of
for
the
Hannah.
format
and
of-
Dylan.
Yeah, well, because Dylan's trash. And
Look.
that's my thing. Hannah has picked
Nope.
trash. Dylan is my honorable mention because he's done well for himself. But Hannah picked trash, and she doesn't look happy. She looks like she's just sitting there in her sticky trash.
They went in the boom boom room.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Gotta smack that boom boom.
Yeah, with Dylan. He's such a cuck. I mean, the only person that I could imagine.
He's such a cuck.
He is a cut. He's a total beta male.
Why does he kiss her neck like that? And he's like, and she always flinches away. I mean, come on, tell me.
Fine. What if we put Dylan and Hannah together at 5, like we do Demi Christian, hardcore coupling?
No.
Nope.
No, we have to keep him
All
separate.
right, that's a nope. Cool.
Well,
No.
I have Hannah at 2.
I
So
do
what?
too.
Hannah 2, JPJ 3, Bukowski and Devin and Katie all together at 4, and then
Yeah.
Dylan at 5.
Yep. That's
okay,
my vote.
I'm down.
We keep changing the rules. I don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah.
No. That was
I-
a really natural progression.
I
of the
will
rules.
rescind and give you JPJ as long as I receive my airtime when it gets to my time to talk about him to say how I feel, because I think it's something that on a serious note is important for our listeners because they care about how we feel about The Bachelor. And I got takes.
Yeah, but I care more about memes.
I know. That's your job on this show. But
And
I'm
the
here to
John
keep it
Paul
real.
Jones
I'm the
page.
meme librarian.
Be sure to check out the John Paul Jones page. It's really funny memes. I mean, actually, it's getting like progressively less funnier, but it's getting good. I mean, right now it's very avant-garde. We did this cool Photoshop, but it's gonna be gone before you fucking know it. Dang it!
Totally.
Oh, I gotta bleep that, huh?
Yep,
bleep
that
that,
everybody gets
boom,
one.
boom.
I thought I bleeped
Boom.
the swears last time, but I think I
No,
accidentally
you didn't
didn't.
bleep any of them. I listened to it. It was great. Honorable
Fuck
mentions.
yeah.
I'm
Guys,
not,
please.
I'm gonna miss that one.
Honorable mentions for the lower half, the fun times, the good
I
stuff.
got
I got one.
I got one.
You want to go with yours first?
Yeah, he didn't do anything on the show to warrant
I
an
like
honorable
this
mention.
already.
But it's Chase.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate that guy. He's
Oh, yeah.
trash. He sucks.
He was
He's
gonna be
You're
at my
absolutely
bottom,
right.
but I had
He
to
didn't
take him
do-
out.
Yeah, same. I was like, he justifiably didn't do anything to put him there.
No, you're
But
absolutely
he's
right.
a bystander, and that's
But
just as bad.
He dated Tommy Loren, and he's trash, so he can fuck off.
Oh, gotta
Okay,
do that
you're
one
really
too.
enjoying
Sorry.
yourself. Look, yeah, if you date Tommy Loren, you are worse than Fahim.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
true.
tough because Fahim is after us for a website we never wanted or whatever the heck. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a whole
This
long
guy knew
bit.
we talked about him every week.
He
since hit us
knows.
up.
That coward knows. He listens.
All right.
My honorable mention
Do it.
for the bottom. If he'd stayed in Paradise, he would have been bottom 5. Mike, I hate that guy.
God.
I don't like
I
him.
just
Yep.
don't get the hate.
I do.
I think that he's selling this brand of nice, likable guy. And yes, he's very, very silly, and he's does flips and falls on his back. But I don't know, man. I feel like he's just trying to say the buzzwords. I feel like he thought he was gonna be a batch, and then he just gossips. Like he's always trying to like get in the beef, and he stirs the pot.
That's where
with
I'm in agreeance with
everybody.
you.
He stirs the pot with everybody.
He
Yeah.
already just stirs
He's-
the pot with everybody.
Yes, he is.
He even did
he
it
pokes
on
his
Monday's
nose out
episode.
there. He's very self-righteous and thinks that because he has good morality, that it allows him to put it in everyone else's business, which is not the case. Just because you're morally upstanding does not mean that you're right about everyone else's business. Stay out of it, Mike. You're a gossip.
Yeah, slander slander and gossip.
Yep.
Everybody does that.
I agree with that
always
mensch pick.
in this show.
Not everybody.
Not in the
Not
same
everybody.
way.
Pretty much everybody.
Nope.
Y'all
Jaden
are
Tanner.
haters.
Nope.
Yeah, but she gave birth in a closet.
Well, God bless her. Everyone.
I'll pray over her.
I'll pray. Hey, hashtag pray over Jade.
Let me tell you about my honorable.
Yep.
My honorable mensch for terrible is Clay, specifically in his conversation with Angela. It was bad. He looks bad. He just seems like a guy who's really hard to love because he is so not there, like, and just doesn't understand. Like, he means so well, and I see it, but he is just he's a beefcake. He's a big old beefcake, and he doesn't know what he's doing, and he comes off really bad.
But he's so passive too.
I agree with everything you're saying. That's why he's my number 5.
I had him in like my runners up for the bottom. I would say he's an honorable mention for me. But
He's
he
had a
ended the
rough
week.
one.
He ended the week though committed to Nicole, and it seems like they're going to be pretty strong moving forward.
He sat
I
down.
don't.
I really liked that he pulled Angela aside and he sat her down. I was like, that's cool. Like, and I was ready for it. I was like, this is going to be a good conversation. They're gonna, he's gonna,
He
what,
screwed
it.
that up.
what
No, he screwed
what I
that
thought
up.
he was going to say to her is, look, I'm here to find love. I think it's you're here and that's okay. That's the thing. He comes off really like what's the word for it? Like a misogynist, right? Like yeah.
Well, he's
a little
a
bit
hypocrite.
misogynist. He's
he
hypocrite
broke
for
up
sure.
with her, went on the show, and then when she goes on the show, he's like, "This is not fair to me."
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's like, dude, you need to like be okay with her being on equal footing. I thought he was gonna level with her and say that, and just say, I just want the best for you. I hope you can like respect my relationship and leave us alone, and that would have been good. But
Nope.
instead, he just re-listed to her why he broke up with her, and that made him look really desperate.
What's interesting is that I think it's not in the case of what he was saying to Angela. I don't think that was misogyny. I would say it's hypocrisy because of him being like,
Of
you
the
can't
misogynist dissent.
be here. Well, what I'm leading to say is that I think everyone else's perception that it was wrong of Angela to be there was misogyny. Like, everyone was on Clay's side, as if, like, all of Paradise was, like, the woman, like, comes in and is, like, messing with Clay's relationship. Like, what is she doing here? And, like, Clay, meanwhile, like, no one ever questioned him. And maybe that's just because he was there first.
Though I would say she could have done a better job from the jump, just showing that she wasn't there for that and, like, making it clear that she is, like, in the interviews she did it, but not in her actions with people around the group, only in her testimonials did she like come off really good, being like, I should be able to do this, anyways.
So are we talking these people for bottom?
No, I
think
have
Clay
them
should be the
honoring.
bottom.
I have
I
5
just think he had a
worse.
god awful performance this week.
Yeah, that's an honorable mention for sure. Well, you've got him bottom 5.
Fine, put them in there.
Well,
Put 'em
what-
at 5.
Let's see what
who's
else
your
we got.
5?
Let's see.
My 5 I think has to be in there, and that's Christina.
Oh, I got her lower.
I got her lower.
Honestly, well, can we just agree dead last is freaking Blake.
Yeah,
Blake
absolutely.
is
Blake last.
Garbage.
But I want to get there because that's a whole roast. I want to wait for that. That's good. It's good, juicy.
Who's your 5?
My 5 is
stay with
I
the
said
order.
it's Haley.
I think we can take her out. I think she
Ugh.
got screwed by JPJ.
I just like, as a
but-
huge fan of hers, I have to acknowledge that she's doing really poorly. So maybe
She's
my
doing
honorable
poorly,
mention.
but I don't think it's self-inflicted.
No,
Whereas
it's not.
everyone else in my bottom 5 is self-inflictedly poor.
Fair. I don't mean to victim blame because she has been screwed by well.
Let's
I'd
put a
say-
couple
Paul
names on the board and see how we want to stack
I'd
them out.
say
We've got
4 out
Clay
of the 5 are
floating around.
self-inflicted for me.
We got
I could
Clay.
put Clay bottom 5 because
We got Clay. We got Christina for sure in the bottom 5. I want to talk about Christina
Blake.
for a second.
I put 1 and 2, Blake and Christina.
That's
they belong
that's
down
my
there
1 and
for me.
2.
Well, Christina to me is not as bad as Blake definitively, and because
Who's
she
your
didn't.
2?
We're not jumping around like this. Let's go through it.
Well, you're okay. Fine.
I'm saying Christina is not.
You
as
want
far,
her at 4?
I want her at 5, but I don't really care. I would put her at 4. I just have to tell you about my other ones before we jump.
Okay,
her.
go.
But Christina, for me, the problem is that she bought into this like stupid farce to look better on TV, but he's worse because it was his dumb idea and his
She
his
went along
epiphany
with
moment
it.
looks terrible.
Yeah.
Well, to her credit, I don't think
Have some self-respect, Christina.
She doesn't have
You
any.
can do better. I
That's
know.
just the
She's
thing.
I know.
made that very clear.
I just think a self-respect issue is less bad than like his
I don't
like
think it's
self-crisis
not even a
imagery issue.
self-respect issue, dude. She just turned into influencer trash. Like she's just like trying to extend her fame, and I don't think she literally cares about self-preservation. I think she's just like, well,
I
like
need to
this
stay on the
was
show as long as
good, like,
possible
the
to sell
show-
Tommy tea.
Well, then
Yeah,
why don't
like,
I tell you about
actually.
my 4 and see if you guys have this person
Go.
in there?
Please, by all means.
Yeah.
My 4 is Luke S.
Wow,
'Cause
not in
Luke
there, but
S.
I
did not place
agree.
for me.
That's why I'm saying him now because I don't think you guys will place him. But I think Luke S is such a piece of garbage. He brings nothing to the table. He is like as bad, if not worse, than Evan. Evan actually has a little bit of personality. Luke has no personality, is meek, like tiny little baby boy, and
called him
got
what?
slammed.
Store brand Nick.
I give him props though for ending up with Haley somehow.
Yeah, what?
He didn't end up with Haley. She
She
got a
gave-
rose.
Yeah, but that's
They've
that's
had no
to me a
interactions.
power play.
No.
If I get a rose from Haley Ferguson, I'm gonna feel like I'm number one.
Okay, well, hopefully he's not that delusional. He's a
Well.
loser.
He might be.
Yeah, I hate Luke S. I think he's a terrible person. Luke, if you ever hear this podcast, let's talk about it. I want to have you on the show. I want to talk about you and how terrible you are, and I want to give you the chance to defend yourself.
Jeez.
So come
Do you
on.
think he can defend himself?
Not well. I saw that rugby episode.
That's true. We could easily deck you. We're big. We're really big audio listeners.
That's
We're
not
huge.
that's not a threat.
We're bigger than that photo shoot. No, it's not a threat.
It's not a
Legally, you
threat.
can't sue us. Parody law. Parody law. In a similar vein, I got Matt Donald at number 3.
I got
at
him
4.
lower.
I have him
I got him
I have him at
very
4.
low. Matt Donald had to have Chris Harrison come in and tell him how to kiss.
Yeah.
That was brutal. He's ruined.
Dude.
Even his mom had to be disappointed.
Oh my god.
His mom's like, I didn't want
For a guy,
this."
I've never ranked someone that's gone on 2 dates in 1 week solo.
I didn't know it was possible.
Yeah.
And even that last date,
around it.
that last date, they were like, literally, can any of you surf? And Matt Donald was like, I can surf. I can surf.
Sorry, guys.
And that's why they sent him on that date. You know,
If you multiple times in your first like week have to make a joke about your voice cracking and like cover it up, like you're a loser. Matt Donald, you're a loser.
yeah, he's a loser. I mean, it sucks.
seems like
it
a nice
sucks.
guy,
No, he
but-
seems awesome,
Yeah.
but he's a loser.
What?
Like he sucks at Paradise, and he's garbage for the franchise, and he's
I
no
just-
good stinky spoiled meats.
I just can't support a family that won't let their son kiss, and that whole
That's the
family is
biggest
holding him
problem.
back. That's what's holding him
Yeah.
back.
His mom just won't let him kiss.
Well, neither will his brothers.
It's true.
His
Not
brothers,
his brothers,
mom.
not his sisters, not
His
his
mom needs to be in the room if he's gonna kiss.
Yeah, mothers always want to see their boys kiss.
Yes.
And that's something that every boy needs to.
Some mothers are just not comfortable giving all their love. you
no,
know,
most moms come
away.
to terms with the fact that like their boys are gonna kiss,
Yeah.
behind their backs. But but
Some moms can't
Some
handle
moms
that.
exactly.
you know,
Some moms need all kisses to be delivered in person so that the mom bears witness and therefore gains the joy.
yeah, exactly.
The
And
boy joy.
the boy joy. Then those moms need boy joy.
moms kisses boys joys.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, old Matt Donald's mom is one of those moms. Clearly,
Every boy's kiss is a mother's joy.
He was like Mike Pence, dude. He's like, what's mother going to say?
like literally, he's like Norman Bates. He's like, I have to ask my mother if I'm allowed to kiss.
Sydney was like, "You need to kiss me," and he was like, "Maybe," and she was like, "No, please,
He's like, I can't.
it's not time to kiss."
She was like, I really want you to kiss me. He was
I
like,
would
do
just
I
text
have
my mother right now, but I don't have my phone.
Yeah, if only he did, he would have been able to make a move quicker.
He was the opposite of Connors last season in terms of understanding time to kiss. Connors always understood the timing and rhythm of the time to kiss, and old Matt Donald is just waiting for the rooster, and it's never going to come.
No, that's what they always say. When you wait through the rooster, it never comes.
Nope.
And mother is left sad and unhappy.
Well, yeah. Well, like I liked what you said earlier. Better about
Hashtag sad unhappy mom rooster come.
that's canon. Ryan Johnson, unfortunately, is no longer with us to write it
R.I.P..
down, but we're taking diligent notes ourselves as best we can.
Hopefully J.J. Abrams does well in his stead.
So I feel like,
We all have Matt Donald low.
yeah, where do you have a
I
number
have
two?
him all the way down to number
I'm
two.
cool with him being top the bottom, you know.
I like Matt Donald at 3.
I do too.
Where did you have him?
4. You want to hear my number 3?
That's an average. Okay, but who? Yeah.
Connors got straight cooked.
Yeah, he did
He
by
got
Dean.
cooked.
But I think that
We don't
it's-
know the outcome yet, though. It's a
Exactly.
little
He's gonna
early.
get cut.
I think that's
true.
a next
fair,
week
but I think
pick.
he's going to get cut.
I think that's 1 week early to pick that, man.
I cannot imagine that Caitlyn leaves Paradise.
I can.
Well, I just think it's relevant. At this point, it's relevant information. We're talking
That's
about
fair.
this week's
Conjecture.
That's fair. I accept that. Although I think he's going to get cucked. And that's an instant bottom.
Honorable
5.
mention, just for the face that he was making on that,
No, it's Chase.
How are they all that
Chase is-
comfortable on like a Chase lounge together? It's all these like shirtless adults like intertwined on those beds on those canopies. You know what I'm talking about on the show?
Chase Lounge.
Well, it's kind of like 4 of them smooshed together.
What does that have to do
The
with
day beds?
Yeah.
Chase?
Where they're all like laying on them together in their bathing suits and shirtless.
I think it's kind of cool.
What?
I'm really-
It's kind of what?
it's kind of hot. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of hot.
It's icy hot.
You're allowed to talk about that case. It's Paradise. They were going to the
So
boom
who are
boom
you
room
going to
after
put at
this.
4?
I had Hannah G
Christina.
at 4.
That's just wrong.
Christina at 4.
Well, it seems like we can agree.
Matt Donald at 3. Blake at 1. Who's at 2? Who's at 4? Between Christina
Luke
and...
Guess at 4 for his trash.
That means you put Christina at 2.
I guess because you're not going to let me have my number 3.
No, we're not.
But I want
Who's
to talk
your
about
3?
it.
JPJ.
John Paul Jones is my 3rd from the bottom.
Who's
And
our 5?
Clay?
Clay.
Oh, yeah, that was fair.
I want to
Okay.
talk about JPJ. You have to give me my statement time before we move on.
Just so Bach Boys Nation knows, if you
Anybody-
jumped into the middle of this episode, John Paul Jones is currently ranked at number 3, which is an unprecedented dethroning.
I know. It's
Yeah,
unheard
you guys
of.
are still memeing him to the top 5.
And
for
Casey
some
just
reason.
like hauled in this massive soapbox, and I don't know what he's going to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to tell you about JPJ.
And you know what? The one thing I want to say before anything.
Wow, that's a tall horse. Sorry.
It's a very high horse that Casey's on right now, audio listeners. One thing I'll say before you destroy John Paul Jones, totally glossed over this. The reason he's at number 3, the man caught a fish with his bare hands.
Yeah.
So before you say anything, just remember that the man you're trying to take down caught a fish with his bare hands.
And he's the resident crab basher. You're
He's
just going to put a resident crab basher at bottom 5?
he
like
has
a
dominion
very-
over the sea.
You guys have like a very medieval like standpoint on manliness.
Yeah, well,
He's
well,
caught a fish. He's
not
bashed
about
the
man.
What's more
crabs.
medieval than king? And who's the king of paradise?
John Paul Jones.
Christian. Demi and Christian.
They are
Listen-
royalty.
Listen up.
Go for it.
JPJ is terrible for me right now because he's like explaining to Tasha like how because he feels so strongly it's irrelevant how she's feeling, and he's
That's
just
not
kind
what
of
he's saying.
Yes, he is. He's basically just like saying I care about you so much that like this is the will of the paradise gods and like you will be with me and I know what's best for you.
Okay,
like,
so you're going to dock points for someone for communicating with the paradise gods? John
No,
Paul Jones has
clearly
nightly
bestowed on him,
communions.
yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's really like just kind of like gross and like unbecoming to be telling a woman how she's supposed to feel.
And I think he's weirdly obsessed with her where she hasn't given nearly enough in return for him to feel that way.
yeah, it's
justifiably,
very
but-
unrequited and it's like verging on obsessive and dangerous and ugly.
But it also,
And I don't like
I
it.
don't think he's going to kill her.
That's okay.
Dangerous.
That's irrelevant. It's about the fact that like he's asking for a dynamic in a relationship that I don't think is healthy for like the grand scheme of relationships and also for like women as like like in general and just like equality.
Listen,
Like, I don't like it.
I don't think that John Paul Jones is intending to control Tasha. I think that
It kind of looks like he's giving her space.
I think that he's been pretty respectful through the whole thing with Derek, except for his interactions with Derek, which are truly like unforgivable and have continued on social media. Have you seen this? He's like
No.
they still are like feuding.
Yeah,
in
he's been a
comments and
child.
stuff.
Yeah, they're both children.
Yeah, but clearly he feels something for Tasha. I don't know why. I don't know what. And he's winning her, and not to say that women, but that is how it goes in this game of paradise on the island of Mexico.
he's not winning her. She gave him like a weird aunt hug. Like we talked about this during the show. That hug was strange and not romantic, and he looks bad.
Yeah, she's like his babysitter, but that's fine. Like, how many babysitters in the past have you had, romantic relationships with?
My
6
babysitter growing
at
up
least,
was
yeah.
like a 19-year-old boy, so one.
So
So just the one very long-term
Yes.
relationship. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's at 3, so screw
Yeah, whatever.
you.
Yeah. Point
Nerd.
is,
Nerd.
that's an
Nerd.
inflated
Nerd.
ADP, and I don't buy into it.
nerd.
Smart argument, but
Nerd.
lame person and opinion.
He's
Well,
not
let's-
holding out. So
Let's talk about Blake. Let's talk about our worst guy, right?
Well, so Christina's 2,
Yep. Matt Donald's 3.
and who's 4?
Okay, put
Luke
Luke S.
S.
there. I don't really care about him or Chase because he's stupid and I hate him.
Yeah, if you're not going to put Haley, I'd put... Chase is technically doing well.
Yeah.
What about
No,
Sydney?
I'd put Chase down there.
What about Sydney? You couldn't even get Matt Donald to kiss her without begging.
Yeah, is
Matt
she in a
Donald's
relationship with Matt
soft.
Donald right now?
No.
We'll see. We don't know how that's gonna end. That triangle.
I guess she's
I'm
just
cool with
average
Luke.
per usual.
I don't care. Luke.
Luke?
Yeah.
Luke or Chase? Does Chase have a girl right now? He's got Angela.
I guess. Yeah.
God, should we just put him as a tie?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm down. They're a couple.
They're a couple.
Luke and Chase.
Couple of losers.
Yeah. Blake is delusional.
Yeah, he's just so transparent. He's very Jeffrey
Yeah.
Tambor, which
Yeah, we're
is
going to-
transparent.
Absolutely. It's an excellent reference. Do you... So we're talking our last place. Dead last Blake. I mean, I just do not get what is going on. Like, does he really expect Bachelor Nation to...
Believe him?
Yeah, it's been right there in front of my eyes this whole time. Like, where is this coming from? Why is this happening? And Christina, I got her at bottom 2 because how's she
She's
going
going
along
along
with
with
this? Whoa. Very cool.
Can I talk about his speech and how it struck a chord with me and
What?
his whole how he explained to Christina that he was right in front of his eyes all at once. It appeared to him like a mystical being.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said to her, like, essentially like a movie line, like an actual movie line, where he was like, he was, what did he say exactly? He was like, when you figure out what you want for the rest of paradise, you want the rest of paradise to start as soon as possible.
Yeah, which is
Check our
literally
Instagram to see what
Yeah.
movie that's from. Huh?
Yeah, you'll see what we picked up on, but in general, he was just he was stealing from the ghosts of lovers past.
Yeah, he's just
Does
a
that mean-
thief. He's a love thief.
Are
He's
you
a drama?
insinuating that he has a playbook?
Yeah, he's got that
'Cause it seems like a
disgusting dance
playbook.
move. Yeah.
There's a playbook.
I want to go all in.
Yeah, that's his 4th and long. That's his Hail Mary.
And I think he lets the producers annotate said playbook.
Well, Blake, I was going to say, this brings me to my next point, which is I feel like I'm getting a sensation this season more than ever that they're like forcing them to speak in like very specific phrases. They're like, I'm really like building a connection with this person. Like, I definitely am looking for someone to like build a connection with. Or like,
I have clarity now.
yeah, like I want to go all in now at this stage in our relationship. Like, I want to take our relationship to the next level. Like, they have the
Well, there's certain code words like next level on Bachelor
Well,
is
yeah,
sex,
obviously.
and
the boom boom room.
and I really care about you is sex, and I like where we're headed is sex, and I love you is
Anal.
sex, and will you marry me is the end of the relationship. It's the breakup.
Oh,
Boom. I got the quips.
very nice. That was very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
You're welcome.
Well,
But
that's
yes,
our top
I
five
agree.
and bottom
The point
five.
is, I agree with your take. I don't want to gloss over that. That was a very acute
what?
observation.
I
that,
forget what I even said.
that the producers
It's
have
astute.
teed them up
Oh,
with
yeah.
this. It's a very acute
It's
observation.
a very obtuse observation.
It's a very cute observation, Ryan. You
Thank
think very
you. That's silly.
I wish audio listeners, Ryan S is looking so cute.
Thank you. On Tuesdays, I wear bunny ears.
Around the house.
Like any
Yeah.
of this.
Just
and a little
about the-
bushy tail.
Just about the 50-acre
Just so
estate.
when you're dusting, there's something fun
Cottontail,
going
rye
on.
rye. Is that a fart?
No. That was the chair, you maroon.
The best part about that is there's no audio on the tape about that. It's just gonna be silence. And then, was that a fart?
Yeah, this is audio
Exposed.
listeners. Audio listeners, this is a fraud. This is a sham.
Whoa, Alex F., did you just poop on the floor?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Quite clearly.
Stop. You need to stop. Hey, how many more you got in there?
Casey, close your mouth. All that vomit is just shooting out. Stop. Ew. Don't. Go get some paper towels. No, not from over there. You're gonna get on the carpet.
Wait, Ryan, stop lapping up what I put down. Oh, and don't kiss Fia with that in your
Oh,
mouth.
Ryan, are you passing a kidney stone right here in front of us?
Oh God, sorry. Excuse all the blood.
That's so cute.
Thank you. I'm Ryan S.
Wow, yeah.
I don't know. I
He's
thought
got to go past that stone.
No, yeah, pass the stone. I'm
Hashtag
KCS.
pass that
I
stone.
get it. Pass that stone. I'm KCS.
I'm Alex F.
seemed like a fun gag.
Yeah.
I hope
No,
you think
we
it's
talked
fun.
about it. We did all the things.
No, we did everything, and I liked that bit. Was it funny? Let us know,
Yeah,
Batch
it's
Boys
funny.
Nation.
I thought you were asking me.
Well,
It's funny.
Technically, you're part of the nation.
yeah, we're all part of the nation. I'll drink to that.
We don't drink anymore.
No, the dish soap made us very sick. We
Sober
actually,
September.
yeah, we have to end our relationship with Tide and Dawn, and Jake's gonna be really disappointed.
I know.
But those letters
He's
are going in the
heaviest drinker
mail.
out of all of us.
I know. Well, he's got a problem.
I know.
He drinks a lot of
That's why he's
Tide.
not here. He's getting his stomach pumped again.
Again, and it's so messed up because it's like when he gets to the studio and you just see it in his eyes.
You smell
like
it on
you
his
can-
breath.
It's like you know that he's been drinking Tide. And it's one thing to just drink a glass of Tide with your boys on the podcast.
Yeah, or
on
like
air.
a glass of Tide with dinner.
Yeah. Or even like, a celebratory glass of Tide, like after, a good day at work or whatever.
I swear to God.
He doesn't even drink straight from the bottle. He takes the pods, pops them, and puts them in his glass.
Is he still doing the pods?
Yes.
I saw him
messed up.
down at, you remember Jeremy, his son? I saw him down
course.
at Jeremy's 5th grade graduation, and he was loaded on Tide Pods.
Really? I'm getting like choked up just thinking about that.
It's his son's biggest moment of his young 10-year-old life.
Jake C's son, Jeremy C.
Yes, Jeremy C.
He's grown up
Jeremy
so
C.
quickly.
And Jake C couldn't even hold the camera straight.
Are you serious?
Jeremy
was-
C. Renner.
So
and he still
embarrassing.
carries
for-
around one of those big, like 1999 tape recorder cameras, right? Like one
Yeah.
that you got to hold over your
And
shoulder.
he couldn't hold it still. He was so drunk.
I mean, it makes it more understandable because it's a big piece of equipment, but still,
Yes.
it's messed up.
It was very, very embarrassing for him and his wife, Jake at C.
I hadn't told anyone this yet, but actually I brought Jake home to Connecticut. He stayed with my family for a weekend, and it was a really nice visit. But then after we left, I literally had just landed at LAX, and we were on our way back to the Batch Boys estate. And I get a call from my mom, and she's like, "Hey, did you like do laundry while you were here?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "All of our detergent bottles are empty." And my heart just sank.
Oh,
like
that's
I
so hard to
knew
hear.
where it went.
You
And then-
rushed to the back of the plane and opened the bathroom door to find Jake C. asleep on the toilet.
Yeah,
pants,
it was just messed up.
pants around his ankles, covered the whole room in Tide.
In my mom's Tide. And oh my God, it was a mess. And I obviously, I told her, oh yeah, we did do laundry, but
We're dirty boys. Got to do laundry.
lying to my mom on behalf of my friend. It's so
It's
messed
just
up.
Disgusting.
It's a vicious thing to see. At one point you're just a kid, and then your mom asks you to do a load of laundry, take care of yourself, and what do you know? You pop it in your mouth, and then you've tried it. You're hooked. You're in. The cycle begins. And most of the friends I
Sure.
have, either are dead from Tide Pods or experimented all through high school with Tide Pods, and that's where we're at.
Boycott big laundry.
Absolutely. The Batch Boys have taken a new firm stance because I like Casey, at least 98% of my childhood friends are dead from Tide Pods. It's a really slippery slope. So hashtag boycott big.
Yeah, you get
It's a
covered.
clean slope,
You
but
get
it's slippery.
covered in soap. It's very slippery. It's a
Yeah,
slippery
you're slipping
slope.
all over the place.
The slipperiest slopes are clean.
The longest sign off we've ever given,
Should
but
we
for a
do it
good
again?
cause.
Yeah, so that's our new thing going into next
Yeah,
year.
We're raising awareness.
When does this season end?
Next week.
Does it?
Yes.
Like,
Whenever
I
the
think.
tide kicks in.
the tide's gonna wash away the no good, stinky, spoiled meats, and then maybe looks like there's gonna be a couple proposals.
The rain gonna wash away. I believe it.
So pray for Jake. Pray for who do we pray for earlier?
Pray for
on.
Derek. Pray for
Derek,
science.
Pray for science. Praise Christ, and we'll see you next week.
I love you.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Batch Boys Nation.